everyone. It's time for another hour of exciting wrestling from Hollywood Legion Stadium, wrestling capital of the world.
And here in the ring at the Hollywood Legion Stadium, you see one of our tag team combinations, but let's get to with Jules Strombo for the introductions.
This is your main event of the evening, a tag team match, best 2 falls out of 3, with 4 15-minute rounds, Australian style. Introducing in the black corner, first, weighing 240 pounds, from St. Louis, Missouri, Warren Bockwinkel. His partner, weighing 223 pounds, also from St. Louis, Missouri, Freddie Blassie. Their opponents this evening in the white corner. First, weighing 240 pounds, from Minneapolis, Joe Hazendock. His partner, weighing 240 pounds, from far off Tokyo, one of the greatest wrestlers ever to come out of Japan, Mr. Moto. For this tag team match, we have 2 referees, Pete Maringer and gentleman Joe Varga.
Out come the wrestlers for a conference, and 2 referees, as announced by Jules. Pete Maringer, the referee on the right side of the picture, is the former University of Kansas All-American football player and an Olympic wrestling champion, representing the United States successfully and winning a championship in the Olympic Games 1936, which were held here in Los Angeles. Now, Joe Varga, one of our veteran referees in Southern California, in for the instructions also. Mr. Moto hasn't yet divested himself of his regalia, and Mr. Fuji, his valet, waits beside him there. Will, of course, take the various things he's wearing that he couldn't very well wrestle with. The champ with a handshake, but Mr. Moto will have no part of it. So Warren Bockwinkel and Freddie Blassie retire. Off comes the haudi, the short kimono-type robe that Mr. Moto wears. He has a brand new fan tonight, sent to him by an admirer here in Southern California. And now the gaitas, the wooden shoes, are being taken off by Mr. Fuji. And the tabis, the peculiar stock, you know, that the Japanese wear, with a special compartment, as it were, for the big toe. So Mr. Moto dismisses his valet and bows, and then accepts an American-style handshake from the champ. And the champ, obviously, is going to be the one to start for this team. And a friendly, happy-type conference here. And Mr. Moto is a little disconsolate with some of the fans. There's the bell. Freddie Blassie from St. Louis coming out against the champ, Joe Pazendak. And it's a rough beginning on our tag team match here. Champ moves in again, a specialist at punishing arm holds. Off balance in the ropes. Mr. Moto in complaining about something. I don't know what it is, but he's unhappy. Meantime, top wrist lock by Freddie Blassie, and we may have the first takedown here of our Hollywood Legion Stadium main event. Reversal by the champ, and it looks like he can get it. Or can he? Yes, he can. The whole way out there in the hand. Look at this! Freddie Blassie scooting on the back of his head. I wonder how he can keep that much hair. The champ on your left. The man who, with the short haircut, real short. Caught in a full Nelson, and Warren Bockwinkel outside the ropes in the foreground here. Tempted to slam away, but changed his mind about it. An elbow smash by the champ on the break. Didn't seem to hurt Blassie too much. The Champ sneaked it in, and here's the Champ going to work on the hand. A real test of strength there. And he's come up with one of the holds that he likes. A lock clear out on the fingers and pressure underneath the arm. Remember, they're wrestling 4 15-minute rounds. He slammed a rabbit punch to the back of the head, perfectly okay, but it spoiled the Champ's hold. Now he's got a forward quarter Nelson, and he's trying for a takedown here. May have a smother hold, but the referees see it okay, and there is a takedown. The Champ with the hold. Little quarterbacking session here. Mr. Moto tells the Champ what he'd like to see him do. Champ, of course, lost the advantage there for the moment, and an exchange of forearm smashes, and the Champ is getting the worst of it. Look at this. The Champ, does he want a tag? Mr. Moto doesn't care to take a tag. He doesn't want in there against Freddie Blassie. The Champ says, all right, we'll go again. That knee in the midsection slowed things up, but with Blassie on the ropes, the referee's order a break. Look out. Mr. Moto is getting a warning for a rabbit punch that he dropped in there, and another one. 4 15-minute rounds, or less, of course. If there is a fall, the round ends at that time. The first team to win 2 falls will take the match then and there without going the full 4 rounds. There's a 2 count on the Champ and the Indian Deathlock, but a little slam in there first. Freddie Blassie hasn't really put the Indian Deathlock to work. Joe Varga, the referee, checking shoulders. There it is again. Freddie Blassie's hold is a good, solid one, but the punishing part of it hasn't really been put on yet. If he straightens up that leg, then he'll really have the Champ. Look out, Mr. Moto sneaking into the ring to spoil things and give the Champ a chance to reverse. But, of course, he won't be allowed to keep the hold. Chin-locking each other now. Into the ropes. Oh, look out. Almost slammed Mr. Moto's head right back against the top of the Champ's head. Warren Bockwinkel again. Body lock with Mr. Moto. And it must have hurt the way Mr. Moto sounded off. Freddie Blassie against Mr. Moto, and those peculiar wrestling trunks of Mr. Moto's, which are bright yellow and scarlet. Takedown. Mr. Moto, the key lock, top wrist lock, got a 1 count, but that was all. Mr. Moto still keeps